Yes, welcome back to another edition of Open Goal Bucks Hot Wings Challenge with the iconic George Bowie and CASSI.
I've heard she's a brilliant singer.
Let's hear you then.
Come on, you did.
Come on, give us a song.
in the dark, that's a party piece.
Right, come on then.
Ain't no mountain high,
Ain't no valley low.
ain't no river wide on, baby.
I can't.
If you need me,
call me,
no matter where you are, no matter
how far.
We're getting the sack, mate.
Hey, Georgie, what are you going, son?
That's a hidden talent for me. 10 years I kept that from you.
What about you, George? You got a song in you?
Nah, I've
Who's
not got a
tooth
song.
you jet now?
I've not got a song in me.
What a
Still
start.
getting out on that one.
Jamie could ever form a band before us.
No, probably not.
That'd be good.
Only accept if you let us open the podcast at Hydro. We can sing.
Oh, no bad.
Sing.
Oh, bad.
Oh, we could do bits and pieces. I'll do Deeper Love.
All right, you'll do
Yeah,
Aretha
yeah.
Franklin.
Yeah.
Would you do that? Would you open the hydro for us?
We'll open Hydro for you.
What she's wanting for it?
Over.
Nothing free. I'll take a small.
Just want some free tickets.
Would you do it, George?
Can I get a ticket?
Your boy's a fan of Open Goal.
My boy loves Open Goal.
backstage.
Ross loves Open Goal.
Shout out to Ross.
If we're playing the Hydro, you'll love this.
Yeah.
Cool.
So why we're here today?
Aye.
It's very serious now.
Aye, I like to just dim it down a wee bit.
Okay.
It started
I
so well.
just want to ask you, are you good with hot food before we get into it?
No.
Oh, I'm not great with hot food.
What's the hottest that you would like eat? What would you go? What kind of curry would you get in an?
I would just get a normal curry. I would
get
get
a
like a
korma.
boona or something.
korma.
No,
Oh, you're bad.
I know.
I would go a boona or something, but like I've tried a madras. I couldn't go hotter than my madras. Like forget
Madras is
vindaloo
hot
or anything
though,
like
madras
that.
is
Aye,
hot.
madras is hot.
But the diet isn't great because George with the sheep for a breakfast every morning.
Oh, Kinder Buenos every day.
Chocolate.
Aye, well, it's
Chocolate.
whatever chocolate's in the machine, in fairness, or lying about.
The thing is, we make a joke of it on air, but it's seriously bad.
It can't be good
That
for you.
is terrible.
Really
It
bad.
can't be good for
I
you, the amount
don't
of
know why
chocolate you eat.
diabetes hasn't caught up with me.
Do you
Touch
think while the show's going on?
Aye, I would
Yeah,
say
yeah,
at least a
Not on it.
selection box a day.
What?
That's a lie.
That
That's a
must
lie.
be a
Do
selection
you know what
box
the problem
a day.
is? It's chocolate flavoured things.
what-
Granola, yogurts, all that kind of stuff.
Chocolate flavoured wings were laughing.
Aye.
Yeah, you'd be all
Cassie
right. What
will
time do you
remember.
eat your first bar of chocolate, you psychopath?
10 to 6.
Tell me
And
it's
the
one
way-
cup of tea or a
So
coffee, it's not just a bar of
Usually,
chocolate.
a good gauge is when you ask me what I've had today. Ask me what I've had.
What have you had today?
I've had half a bag of mixed chocolate buttons, see the white and the brown
love
ones.
them.
Oh, they're so good.
they're brilliant.
Aren't they? Half a bag of those. I had 3 Biscoff biscuits.
They don't count. They
Why
don't-
was one not enough?
Yeah, I had fruit and granola, but the granola was fuel chocolate.
Yep.
What else have I had?
By the way, it's only 8:30 in the morning.
Oh, a Borders biscuit as well.
Oh, that's right.
they're good.
Somebody sent
They're
the Borders biscuits. They came in with like, they were celebrating Borders' 40th birthday, and I thought it was Radio Borders. I'm like, oh, happy birthday. So I have no idea what they're talking about, and they left this
Nice, something
big
like that in the
biscuit and then
studio.
just buggered off
What
somewhere.
about you for diet on the radio?
I'm quite healthy now because
Bovril?
I'm older. I like
George
a
has a
Bovril.
bobble.
Like
Here's the thing, a good
A
football
bobble
like
in the morning?
George has a
Bobble in the
bobble in the morning.
Right, well,
You
can't
should be locked up now.
Right.
It should be prison
like a
radio
bobble.
user presenting. You should
I
be
like
in
a
the jail with
Bovril.
2
I'll tell you what. I have a Bovril. I hit 8 o'clock, maybe 8:30. That's about fucking 2 in the afternoon for you lot.
Listen, you don't see 10 a.m. It's a different world for us at 5 a.m. Everything happens before 10.
You're having a different
strange
time.
life,
What goodness. I'll have a Bovril because if I have a Bovril, I won't eat any crap.
Because it
It
just fills
fills you up. It does
You
enough.
go to your bed really early?
We
try
should.
to,
but,
aye.
yeah.
Doesn't really work.
I sleep during the day. Do you sleep during the day?
Sometimes naps, yeah.
I'll go for like an hour. I'll go home.
on the couch.
No, I'll actually go to my bed for like an hour and
do
then
that,
get up
yeah.
and get out for lunch.
That old person thing now where
every
you
day.
clasp your hands and you just fall
just
asleep on
nod
the
off.
couch like that, yeah.
I'll generally go back
I want
in
to
my
delve
kit.
into this a wee bit more. So do you go home, right?
I'll go home, go
Get in
into
the
my
front
bed,
door, lock the door, take all
Take
your
dog
clothes
for a
off.
walk.
Take all your clothes off and go to
come
bed.
home, take all my clothes off, go to bed for an hour, set the alarm.
Put your clothes
An
back
hour
on.
later, put all my clothes back on, go back out for lunch.
What a life, I know. You want it, don't you?
What, can I come on the radio tomorrow morning? mate?
Aye.
By the way,
Absolutely.
have you got a plan for who's going to replace you on the radio?
No, how you wanting rid of me?
I think he'd be good,
I think
mate.
it'd be good. I think you could
Would there ever be a wee segment you could bring us on?
Why don't we do, Slaney, you can introduce a song or come out the back of a song, give us a short link about your life and then go back into a song. Right, so Taylor Swift, Shake It Off, into Bruno Mars.
No, see, I'm not really into that, but do you remember you used to do the wee games? What were the wee games you used to play with the guys, the people in the motors? You were hunting for stuff. What was that in the morning?
That was
That
their
was James
Slaney.
Corden, that was
What
James
was
Corden.
that?
Fuck, that was the other radio show.
Right, go get
that one?
That's good.
Aye.
Let's
We
hear
might write this idea off.
Right, Taylor Swift just ended, and the next song is going to be Bruno Mars. What?
Bruno Mars, marry.
Right, marry me. Right, come on, let's hear you.
No, but I'm not more Bruno Mars, I'm more into...
No, but it's just saying introduce the song on the radio. Let's hear
This
you.
is your big shot. You're going to replace George.
Come on, baby, light my fire.
You know what he said?
Light my fire.
Will Young,
Light my
you're
fire.
replacing.
Light my fire.
No, but
can't
see,
sing
up
on the
next
radio,
is
you've
Bruno.
got to
Oh, up next, Bruno Mars.
There you go.
No, but put me up to it. Put your.
No, I'm not doing all that. I'm mere just off the cuff. You bring me in, and then I just let loose.
What could possibly go wrong?
We'll need to sit and chat about this.
Last ever show.
Right.
Definitely doing that.
Well, the fact you can't
Last
take
ever show.
instructions
Before I retire.
is a fucking failure straight away.
What's your favourite part of the show? In fact, I like the 5K minute.
I like the last song. There you go. No, what's my favourite part of the show? I don't know. Would you like? I like it when we get to go in the mix. Sometimes we do that like once a month on a Friday. We get to mix up some tunes, do different stuff.
Yeah.
If you're doing like calls with punters and they're really funny, that's always great. You get a buzz out.
What's your favourite one? Funniest one?
Feeding off the punter. I don't know. What's it like today? Like every day, it's different stuff. Today, a listener got in touch. She had a parrot. She leaves it in the house. She leaves the radio on. The parrot's singing a song.
Oh.
And she can't work out what the song is. So she sent us a clip of the parrot singing, and we have to play it out.
Thanks,
and the
mate.
punters are trying to tell us what this parrot's singing, and some of the random stuff you can. I mean, I hope it's not a football song, but I don't know.
Incredible.
So that's the type of thing that happens, and it's just like the punters. So I'm grabbing these off their mind. I'm guessing they are.
No, these are.
Have you ever had your worst ever call? What's that been?
Oh, you get a lot of jungles phoning that you don't put out on air. That you'll get a lot of like people.
Is there ever one been on air
that have been?
and you've got a bit of a fright?
No, because we don't take a lot of people live, like for that very reason. Super Scoreboard's different because they've got a dump button, so they will just be able to dump somebody if they swear. So they're 6-second delay, whereas we'll like edit calls, make them sound shorter, and then put them out just minutes later.
Right. Okay. I see what you're doing. So it's
Aye,
edited,
record it while the song's playing and then just chop
But
it.
we've had to apologise a couple of times after the 5K minute if somebody's swore, like if they've got a bad score and they went, oh shite, and you're like, oh, sorry about that. Sorry. Just in case we get off.
I was watching your thing this morning. What was it you were talking about? The saying hi thing or say hello to Glasgow for us? I fucking hate that.
That's the thing. People do that all the time. You always say, see if it's somebody that you're interviewing that's from Glasgow originally, like an actor or a singer or something. Oh, but say hello to Glasgow for me. What does that even mean?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Exactly.
Just before we get in this, pet peeves for both of yous.
Pet peeves.
What things rub yous up the wrong way?
Other drivers.
Drivers are a big one,
Not
innit?
like drivers.
Nah.
Drivers keep you in a job. Bad drivers keep you in a job.
Oh,
You should be
oh
like,
my God.
you should be like,
Could be the end of it.
that's what me saying, clubbers annoy me.
No, if they put me in the road, then I get road rage though.
Aye, but
Quite bad.
What gives you road rage? What?
Oh,
particularly
people
in the
that
car?
turn into corners slowly, I can't stand.
And don't indicate.
I can't
What, you want
stand.
them to belt in the corner with it?
Yeah. See, you know where you're going. You put your indicator on. You're going left. Turn left pretty quick. What's this? I'm going to go left, but I think I'll just meander. Dead slow. No, I can't be bothered with that.
You know,
Hurry up, hurry up, hurry
a
up.
pet peeve was, you and me have spoken about this before. See when you're doing a gig, people that come up and ask for requests.
Oh, I know.
That's the worst. Like you're playing and the club's bouncing and everyone's dancing and someone will come up and ask for some song that you know is going to clear the floor and they won't take no for an answer. And now they'll type it in their phone and they'll hold their phone up in your face, you know what I mean? And demand that
The
you play some
Savoy
song.
is the worst because the Savoy DJ booth is on the dance floor.
Aye.
So it's not up high. So like they can basically come up and try and chat to you, and you'll get people that will come up and go, I heard you during the week. This is a problem with doing a radio show and try to DJ.
While this
Come up and go,
music's going on.
Right, so say you just spoke about the high thing. I heard you, Cassie, during the week talking about saying hi to folk. You're trying to mix a tune. You're like, brilliant, amazing, so good, but I can't talk just now.
Come and talk to us after we're finished. No, but I'll stand there for hours doing pictures and talk to you.
Yeah.
Was it your song
See
your
when you're
dad was
DJ.
after Buffalo Soldier?
Aye, that's the kind of thing. Someone will come up and you'll be doing a club like it'll be 140 beats per minute and everyone will be jumping about it because SCADA or something like that. And they're going to play Bob Marley, Buffalo Soldier. No, and they'll
his dad.
Buffalo Soldier on their phone.
That is probably my dad does that, but
It
it's been a lot
probably
of
was.
talk
He got
now,
to survive.
and it's time to
Does
get.
your dad go to Savoy?
He did.
Ah, well,
Have you ever seen it? There's a good question. Have you ever been to any of the two of them DJing?
I mean, numerous occasions.
What was your favourite gig?
That the Savoy was a cracker. Absolutely.
With my dad.
Honestly, me and my dad were on each other's shoulders.
I don't think I've ever met Slaney before.
That's the first time
No,
I've met him.
Yeah.
I've met Si before.
Is
but
it
not
too
with
much to
Sly.
say if ask if you're single?
No.
Oh, you're not.
Nah.
You got any pals for him?
No. Don't think so. Sorry.
One, isn't it?
No, wait.
hell.
Just no straight away.
Must have one single pal.
I've got
Somebody's no confidence in herself at all.
I've got.
So I can feel good about myself. Oh, life's good, isn't it?
No, but
Dream woman, right? What kind of woman you looking for?
Apparently, I watched a reel the other day. Singleness is a gift that should be cherished because you have no one to answer to and you can just do what you like when you
I've
want.
always done it.
Yeah, but no, my pals wouldn't be interested, but only because they've got their own. They're very focused in jobs and things, and already get kids and stuff, and maybe.
He likes that. He likes
I
that.
think that's probably the time in their life where I've just do what to come in now.
Right.
Go and enjoy yourself. Do you know what I mean?
Well, always Slaney.
Well, listen to this, man. He's been married for how many years, George?
I've been married. Well, I've been with my wife for 33 years. We've been
That is incredible, isn't it?
married for 27.
Yeah.
Could I come round and speak to both of you how you have done that?
No.
No. Anyway, there's been too much talk now. It's time to hit you with the rules. Simon, take the rules a bit, big boy.
So the rules are: there's 4 rounds of questions: sport, TV, film, and music, and also sport, TV, and music.
Take the marbles out your
Sport,
before you
TV,
go.
and film, music, and general knowledge. If you get a question wrong, you're eating a wing. If you get it right, you're exempt for eating that wing.
What
Fairly
we
simple.
gonna struggle with?
Okay.
General
What one will you
knowledge.
struggle with? The sport.
With
I
sport,
think I'll
sport
struggle
for
with
me,
sport,
100%.
You did message this morning saying,
Don't give us any football questions. We were hopeless. Like I went to I'm a Morton fan. I went to the game with my pal last week who only knows stuff about Morton. He knows like, a lot of stuff about Morton and nothing about other teams. And Shanklin was playing for Hearts. Obviously, it was a cup game. And he went, "Is that the same Shanklin that used to play for us?" And I went, "Aye." And he went, "I always wondered what happened to that boy. He just disappeared." Are you having a laugh?
He's a Scotland striker.
He played for Morton for like 6 months on loan, but this guy knows nothing about anything else, just Morton. And he wondered what happened to this guy Shanklin, and now here he is, like arguably one of the players of the
Shanklin
year.
was getting it off of Morton fans.
Yeah, he was.
'cause
He didn't do well when he was there.
Right.
He didn't play. We only had him on loan.
He's done
for
all
like
right
6
since.
months, but he's done all right, hasn't he?
Morton are flying just now.
Well, we were. Last couple of games have been a bit dodgy, but
He's done a good job to game, isn't he?
he's brilliant. We do.
Listen, I'm not interested in Mortland again. I'm wanting you two to come in and talk now. So here we go. Are we ready?
Okay.
Go on, sport to start.
Sport to start. So, question 1. Who is the current manager of Ayr United?
Oh, for goodness
Can you write your answer on the board, please? Show it to the viewers once you've done it. Come on,
Now,
Cassie.
you know this, but my dad worked in football, but I have no knowledge in
So
football.
Cassie's dad was a Scotland
Oh,
physio or kitman?
No, well, he was the player liaison officer.
Wow, what
I
a
think it
job.
was like 2 European games, 3 World, how many World Cups?
I know
Can't
this.
remember. He basically
Scotland
worked for
never been to a World
19
Cup.
years, yeah. So he was in the squad with Bertie, Craig Brown.
So you got to a
and-
World Cup?
Oh, no, a few. He was one of the ones in the kilts, you know the picture?
I know this
Yeah,
because
yeah,
he's a
Pictures, he
listener.
was one of the
I
ones
know
in
him.
the kilt.
Aye,
Oh,
he
really?
loves
Listener.
this. He loves this
He loves the
music.
GBX.
Nah, that's
Does
right.
he?
Yeah,
Loves
yeah,
it.
yeah.
He loves
GBX. He loves Scooter.
So who was your favourite that you met?
Who was my favourite that I met? Oh, God. I think probably... I like Rab Douglas. He's always nice.
Size
I
of
like
his
him
horns.
now, and I liked him back then. He was always dead cheery. And I loved Tommy Burns. Loved
Good.
Tommy Burns.
Good.
Yeah. Right, I don't know who to go.
So ask me about the... We'll ask him after the question.
I don't
Then
know
I'll
if you
give
want
it-
to just do an interview or get back on with it, man.
Sorry, right, I don't know how to write, George. Help me.
Famous footballer.
Really
I'm actually
famous
really
in Scotland.
interested asking a wee bit about him with you. 'cause
What
it's
era?
Eh?
What era?
Fairly recent.
He only retired a couple of years ago.
Like, yeah.
Guys, I'm not going to get
A,
this.
a legend,
Yes.
a legend
Scottish
for his
footballer.
club.
Famous Scottish footballer.
George, do you want to show the camera your answer?
She's looked and she's seen it.
All right.
I don't like to see it. I don't like to see it.
the
Mama, watch this. I bet I'm not right, and I'll just write down
Yes,
what I
you
thought I
have.
saw.
That's all right. That's good.
Yes! Scott!
Brown. George, so have you spoken
Sorry,
to a
I
few-
won't cheat again.
You spoke to a few
Spoke to him a
times?
couple of times. Aye, he's a good lad, man. I don't really know him that well. I don't know the phone, but I spoke to him on social media. Spoke to him on the phone for it. Aye, he's a good
Was
lad.
he big for the GBX in the dress?
Yeah,
Oh, I love
Scooter-
GBX.
Scooter was always used to the boys obviously kind him, but he was the one that plays Scooter day in day out.
Aye,
Brilliant.
I loved Scott.
Were you, was Clyde one on in the dressing room?
Every day.
That's brilliant, man. Neil Lennon was telling me when he was in Cyprus, he said that they used to play the GBX all the time at training to get,
Aye.
get all the
boys up
players
for it.
going, get the boys all going during training and all that.
There you
I
go.
love that. That's class.
How do you know Neil Lennon?
Goes to my gym.
Oh, does he? Aye. Just bench together?
No, I don't. I haven't seen him in the gym for a while. But this was at a charity event actually. I was sitting talking to him, and he was Big Andy Smiley. It was his daughter's foundation. So they're doing a big charity event for her for the foundation that she set up, and I was sitting with Lenny and we were doing a presentation together. So he was telling me all about it.
Question 2, Simon, take it away.
Lewis Hamilton currently drives for Mercedes, but who will he be joining in the summer?
Okay.
He's really clever.
He knows he's
I don't know how to spell it.
Now, don't worry about spelling. Can we get that out now?
What can I write?
Just with the back. Have you got the back?
No, it fell off. Help me.
And you're also Pally Wally McCoy's, George.
I'm not Pally Wally McCoy. I know him to say hello to.
Right.
Right, wait a sec.
My daughter used
He
to go
doesn't
to
know
the
how to
same
spell it.
school as his sons.
This is
So I used to
terrible
talk to him
for
in the playground when I went and pick your wings up. You know?
The letter Q springs to mind.
Yeah, that's what I
Aye,
love.
yeah, you're doing
not bad, not bad.
Right. I really don't know.
Come on.
You said you don't know how to spell it, so that's, yeah.
Go for it.
Oh, I'm just going to guess. Yeah.
Corsa.
But
Yeah!
Hey, Ferrari, both of you are bang on.
man. How?
and I didn't even see George's that time.
Something's not right here.
I think they're the first.
You bugged him up or so you was talking
No,
to him?
I swear. It was only 2 questions.
No, but you know what? They'll
We do
get,
the
you'll
5K
get a
minute
lot.
every day,
You'll
we
get a
know
lot of these questions.
These have all been on the 5K minute.
Yeah.
Okay,
Next question.
moving on. Question 3. In golf, who won the Masters in 2023?
Oh,
Do you know your golf?
No, I'm just trying to think.
I don't know anything about
I hate
golf.
golf.
Wait, so
Waste of time.
so last year, the Masters.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if my friend knocks his
What's that
social media
competition?
content.
The masturbators.
I'm really hungry. Hurry up and get one right, so I
Right.
can have something to eat.
I know, but no.
I want to get a wrong one. So I
Yeah.
can eat something.
Oh God, let me
These are
think.
getting cold. We're doing too good at this. I'm rubbish at golf. I know nothing about golf.
The Masters.
Just stick a golfer down that you know. Happy
Right,
going.
that's all I'm going to do. Is Colin Montgomery still playing golf?
No.
No.
I'm joking.
What's he doing now?
Right, I'm
Wasn't Bubba, was it? I mean, is he still playing? I don't know.
Show the camera.
I put Rory McIlroy.
Rory McIlroy and Tiger was not. The answer was
John.
John Ram.
I would
So ram that in your gob right now.
You can ram
not
that.
Get ramming that in your gob right now.
Oh, they're so messy. Please don't watch
Do you like it?
Pretty good.
Do you like it? Do you like saucy things now?
No, is that Buffalo?
It's buffalo.
That's nice.
That,
You're
all right.
enjoying that.
Who's your
Nice,
favourite?
isn't
Who's your favourite person to work with
CASSI.
thank you.
of all time?
That's really kind.
What about you?
George is the only person I've worked with.
it? Is it?
Oh, I've worked with like people when he's like standing in or whatever, they're standing in for George, but George probably tops it, to be fair.
Why do you think he's got on so well? They'd be
Because
similar sort of pattern.
warped sense of humour.
Yeah. Off here. Do we finish them?
Yeah, you need to finish. That's just one wing.
Full one.
I'm mouth. I like that.
What about you in terms of wings? Are you a fan of hot wings?
Not really.
Been anywhere in the world that you've had a good hot wing? America?
I don't know if I've ever had a hot wing. Well, I've had
Like
a
it's
hot
also
wing
with me.
before. Just
good
a
wings.
Starter, maybe.
It's not something that stands out. TGI's.
No, well, see, I went to LA and I know I've always
Oh, you've been to LA,
I always
have you?
say it's in
I've
LA
been
for
to
6
LA.
months, and every night I used to get a delivery to the house. Wing station it was called.
Nice.
And it delivered all the, it was like they called it wing roulette. 20 wings came at night and it was all different flavours.
Really?
Are you playing out there?
Beautiful. I was coaching it there for LA Galaxy.
Wow.
So,
LA Galaxy.
I know, like change
Drop
it.
that one in.
That was why Beckham went out there, wasn't it? After
You
you.
came out after it. No, but
Do you
generally-
drop this into every podcast?
No, I don't usually LA Galaxy, but usually just I stayed in LA for and I was. Do you know who I was coaching actually? Quite. I hope you've got a wee one like this. I was coaching Will Ferrell's son.
That's amazing.
Have you got any? Have you got any wee ones like that? Like,
Is he any good?
Showbiz stories.
Are we
Is he any
showbiz?
good, Paul?
Dog shite the son. I told the boy to get into acting like his dad because he isn't good at football. I coached him for 2 years and I should have told his dad early on that he wasn't any use, but
So did you meet the dad?
mate, no word.
I've told this story before.
What, you've met Will?
So in LA, it's a genuine story, and I will actually get the proof of it to show. It might be a picture of me and the boy out there coaching one-to-ones. Because their house was that big, I used to go to the garden
Right.
at Will Ferrell's house in Los Angeles. No word of a lie. Trotted
amazing.
down, swear down, aye.
Hanging out well.
Did you have dinner with him and stuff?
At the
See,
fair.
after the session finished, they just said, on you go.
I think he wrote Elf based on you.
I bet he did. I bet he did. That was inspiring.
definitely
Aye,
inspired by.
But just going on to that theme, if you get any wee showbiz stories, I know you're not going to talk that, because then you're going to beat that, but if you get anything like that.
You get sauce in your face.
I've had. Nothing on
You need a shower, you need a shower.
You're saving up for later. I need to go shower.
You need a shower.
That's what I need.
You need a shower.
Go and shower a footballer, alright? Well, but showbiz stories. I once interviewed George Michael and got on so well with him that they asked me to come and support him at Hampden Parks, and I was a big fan, and I think it came across during the interview that I was a big fan. So I was meant to be talking to him for 10 minutes. We ended up chatting for about 45 minutes, and then the next day the record company phoned and said, George is playing Hampden, and he wants to know if you'd like to support him because you were telling him you're a DJ. So yeah, me and my.
Was he a good guy? Yeah.
He was an amazing guy.
Done that.
Amazing guy.
That's an incredible story. What about you? How'd you beat Will Ferrell and George Michael?
So it's the same go-to. I supported Hugh Jackman for 3 nights at the Hydro, but he gave me a scratch card.
Great showman.
Yeah.
That's incredible. How did that come about?
I just got asked to do it through work. It was my boss came to me and said, Hugh Jackman's looking for a support act. Are you up for it? And I said, yeah, aye. Went along and met him, and he gave us all scratch cards right at the end of his run at Glasgow. I think he opened his tour in Glasgow actually.
What kind of guy was he?
Oh, he was so nice.
Was he?
Oh, he was
Over nice, too nice.
He comes across a nice guy,
Nah,
doesn't
but
he?
too nice for me.
You've never really heard a bad story about Hugh Jackman.
Aye,
have you?
no,
So a lot of them. You went for afternoon tea with Alison Hammond, did you?
That's not really.
She seems like some laugh, to be fair.
Aye, she would be a good laugh.
Listen,
It's
I'm
a good
gonna
laugh.
swap
Aye, we got
She's probably telling the same story in some podcast.
Right, question 4.
No.
The World Indoor Athletics Championship took place in Glasgow recently. What distance of sprint do they have instead of the 100 metres?
Oh, is that over at the Emirates? No? Was that,
Because you've done it.
I don't know.
What
was this?
Sport.
Ask me the question again, sorry.
The World Indoor Athletics Championship took place in Glasgow
That's
recently.
right, yeah.
What distance of sprint do they have instead of the 100 metres?
I don't know.
I'm just going to go double that, I think.
All right.
So I did.
The answer is 600 metre sprint.
What?
That's
Why are
some
they
fucking
putting
distance
on-
for a sprint, isn't it?
Yeah, because why are they...
Well, I've seen Usain Bolt's not doing it anymore.
I know.
Oh, sorry, 60. 60.
Oh,
So they've lessened
I
it.
was going to say, like...
I know
600 is a big jump.
60 metres is a cancel. 60 metres
Is that because there wasn't enough room?
I think so, mate.
God, I'd set off and I'd finish in about 3 seconds, I think.
That mean we get yet another wing?
You say you go to the gym. How quickly do you think you could run 60 metres in?
Oh, I'm not at this age. I'm 55, man. I'm not running fast.
You look great, mate, for 55.
You're in great shape, mate, yeah.
What do you do when you're at the gym?
Box.
Do you?
Aye.
Name me a joke.
He's thinking about fighting again.
I'm going to fight again, I think.
Have you had a...
I
Fight
fought
before?
Tommy Sheridan a couple of times. I fought Gordon Smith back in the day, you know what I
fought
mean?
Gordon
Aye,
Smith?
I fought all
Yeah.
these guys. It just,
Did you win both?
well, it was just slap-abouts, wasn't it? It wasn't actually judged fights. It was just
Boxing's
In
a
a
hard
car
sport for me.
slap-abouts. In the Hilton.
Oh, did you? Wow.
Yeah.
For you,
So
mate,
it's a white collar
that's
thing.
the hardest sport, I think.
Aye, it's tough, man.
Training
But I've
and-
done it for 20 years. I've done it.
Good for you, mate.
It's a long time, you know what I mean? So I still keep on top of it. But I'm going to do it again. I'm gonna,
brilliant.
we're
You're
talking
on your
about doing
box,
some in
aren't
Aye.
SWG3 maybe.
Oh, brilliant. Right, Cassie, you need to eat.
Another one?
Yeah.
All right,
You get
okay.
every question you get wrong, you need to eat a wing.
Oh, but these are the same, no? They're just the same spice.
How is the spice used to let the viewers know? Is it no bad?
Enjoyable.
So far, so good.
Yeah.
But it's going to get worse, that.
So you were, just before we move on to round 2, you used to have met before and done the wee, it was in the motories, done it, wasn't it?
That went viral. I think that got some amount of views. You made us a few quid. Thanks, mate.
Well, I nearly got sued for it, and I'm not going to tell you why, but I'll tell you
I
off air.
can't know why.
I don't want to mention it again.
Famous band.
Yes.
You know this?
Yes.
I can't remember it. Will you shite yourself?
Yes.
But that got sued as well?
No, because it was all true, so.
All right. How close were you to getting sued?
Pretty close. I don't know.
In hell.
It was during COVID.
Guys.
People take things so seriously
Have
now,
them,
don't they, though?
But
But that is, mate, I must say, hats off to you for when you're just brand new into the media. And interviewing a legend like that, mate, good on you.
No, but
You've
guys
been doing it for ages before that, do you know?
I
You've been doing it for a
did for a while.
few years.
No, because I wasn't at Open Goal with it when the cast, it must have been about a year or so.
That's
Aye,
when we
you
were
know
doing
that,
really
yeah.
well. That's when we were doing really
But
well.
obviously, I was a fan because of my son, you know what I mean? So I was into it.
How did you find it, mate?
Oh no, guys like him are easy to interview. Good stories.
Can we ask
Very
him
likable.
Why was I never asked to do your car thing?
You weren't big at the time.
Ah.
Still probably.
Well, he's still not there yet. Right, okay.
Another couple of years. Keep
Right,
working at it,
okay.
alright? How you spoke about the Keith Lemon thing, you remember that? You talked about that?
Aye, Keith Lemon, aye.
Jane Arsenal.
He was hard work, aye. He was
Was in character a lot of the time.
he was in character the whole time. He was arguing with me in character.
What was your
Has he
attitude?
been, see that, he's been serious when he's
I
done
can't
that?
even
or
remember.
is it-
I think I've made a joke about his song not being very good. He did this
I'll get round to it.
Christmas song. What was it? Bo Selector Christmas or something.
Proper Crimbo.
Proper Crimble, that's the one.
I
And,
actually, I feel like I know that song, that I could sing it.
I said, why should people buy this song expecting them to promote the charity it was for? And he said, why wouldn't they buy the song? I said, well, let's be honest, it's not the best. Just having a laugh. And he went mental. He started like cursing and screaming and shouting and stormed out of the studio.
Is it an acting thing?
Aye, because he was still in character when he was doing it.
As Keith Lemon.
As Keith, as Abid Merrion as he was.
Aye, that's right.
Was he found me after that or just not?
No, I never saw him again after it.
Just how do you see when in situations like that? How do you deal with that when that happens? Because I've had a wee experience myself interviewing somebody and it went.
Ford Kiernan, do you watch it?
And
No.
I can't do this, Joe. But I genuinely can't do this.
Where can we see this? Because I know Ford as well and I know Slaney and I wouldn't put the two together.
Do you know what?
Okay.
It was comedy gold, and it was brilliant.
Yeah.
But it was just all over me. Anytime I asked anything, it was just so quick. It was so, and I completely collapsed live on the.
Oh, did you?
And I was all over the place, visibly for everybody to see.
I don't know Ford all that well, but it doesn't look like he suffers fools gladly.
I really like him.
No,
I really like him for doing it. I didn't mind. It was just me. I just shit myself completely.
But
what about you? Have you ever had
You
one?
wear your sister's clothes?
Aye.
No Gallagher for me was one.
Jess Glynn as well.
We've had so
But no,
two-
Gallagher was tough.
to me, yeah. So George and I were going to interview him, and I don't know if it was down the line. I don't think he was in front of. No, he was in front of us. He was in front of us. Was it not at the Hydro? No,
I think it was just like.
But no, but I'd said to him, I
Never
don't know
scored a
if you
gig.
might not remember this, but I said to him, you were like, right, it could be a wee bit tough to interview Cass, so just.
I think it's just cool. It's a cool character.
Aye. He's like, I'll take this, and I was to chip in. But I mean, I was like 4 years into the gig or whatever, and I thought I think I convinced myself I'll warm up Noel Gallagher, like I'll be able to bring him round, right? Because you probably yourself, you'll think I'll just be myself and I'll go in and they'll warm to me straight away, they'll like me. So I said, what about the spread at the Hydro they put on in the canteen, a bit like that? Oh, you'll be loving that before you go on stage. And he went, why the fuck would I care about the food? I'd be fucking thinking about my shoes before I get on. I went, God, and like, you know that way, kind of like put me in my place.
Don't mind it.
But I went, yeah, and then I remember thinking, I'll just sit aside and let George take it.
I'm like, do you know in Wayne's World when Wayne goes away and it's just Garth on his own? That's what I was like, man.
And then
Jess
Jess, to both.
So
of
I
us.
Jess Glynn,
She couldn't
I mean-
be bothered. Was that?
No, like Noel, I kind of get because you guys have done the Hydro. You know how nervous you get before a big gig like that. He's probably. It doesn't matter how big a star you are. You're probably nervous before a big gig. So talking to somebody on the radio is probably not going to be a lot of fun. But Jess Glynn, she was just really arrogant.
I hate that. I really do.
I said to Jess Glynn, we're both sitting there. It wasn't live. It was down Zoom or something like that. And I said to her, "You're doing Transmit. So we're all coming along. What sort of set can we expect? Meaning, are you going to do your own stuff? You're going to do the Clean Bandit stuff?" And she just went, "Oh, do you honestly think I'm going to sit here and run through my set list?" And I thought, well, I just wondered, are we going to get some new tunes? Are you going to do some covers? Maybe, you do the Clean Bandit stuff? "Oh, I'm not going to sit here and talk to you about my set." And people ask me this all the time. And I thought, this is not going out on air. This is not going out on air. So now you are fucking mine. I was like, so let me ask you something more important, Jess. See when you get on one of those Jet 2 flights, does it ever piss you off when you hear that song over and over and over and over
I like
again?
it.
And she went, I wouldn't fly Jet 2. Oh my God. And then
between
you said,
conversations.
I'm flying Jet 2 at the weekend.
Aye, but then in between conversations, she would go down the mic, like she would make these weird noises. She would go, so we were taking all this off.
song.
Yeah, so we were like that. Do you know what? We'll just put it out.
Yeah.
Why not? We'll put it out.
do it?
Yeah, because
No.
I think like years
No, I
ago.
don't think we did put it out
No, we put
because-
all the noises she made.
Oh, that's what we did. We put
We
the
made a
noises out.
montage of noises that Jess Glynn had made during this interview.
What was she doing?
What's the noises you make?
In the shower.
Don't know why I done that. Don't know why you did that. I done it.
Slaney, you strike me as one of these guys that sits in the shower.
Oh, defo.
Yeah.
In the bath with the water hitting your head.
I just hit your head, just
Cold
thinking
bath,
about
cold
life,
shower.
just thinking about things that happen.
So have you not heard that?
Half an hour.
Him and his brother have got a bath and a shower, so his brother will lie in the bath and he'll stand over him in the shower.
That's a nice setup. Saves
Play my
water.
dad as a shite. Nah, too much.
That's just the Bob Marley.
Too much, Gary. Too much. What, is it a four-way song? Nah.
Nah.
Why do you love singing like that?
He's great singer.
Got a good voice, in
No, it's
fairness.
like-
He's got a good
yeah,
voice.
Round 2, TV and
Yes.
I love this guy. Which country does Forrest Gump travel to as part of the All-American Ping Pong team?
That's the hardest question in history.
No, that's a great question. I think that's quite
You know
obvious.
this, George?
If you think about the film, it's quite
Yeah,
obvious.
I think so. I think I know this.
I think you know this, George.
What
George will get us.
country does he travel to?
Yes. Yeah, I think he travelled Jet 2.
Yeah, he didn't like that Jet Flintstone.
He went Jet 2.
So then, Cassie said, "Oh, I'm flying Jet 2 at the weekend. I'm going on my holidays to see my mum." And she went, "Yeah, thanks very much for telling me where you're going on holiday."
That's right. So you did totally forgot.
And then I went, "Well, I'm thinking about going on holiday later in the year. I don't know whether I'm going to Tenerife or Ibiza."
Jess Glynn sounds like a hero.
Oh, it's just, we want to get her back on.
That is incredible.
We've us three have said theirs. Have you ever had? I don't think you've ever had an awkward one, have you, mate?
You must have had someone you offended or whatever.
Barry Ferguson at first was
Right.
going to kill our mic guy. Kept taking ages to put his mic on, and I hadn't met Fergie at the time, so you know the reputation, he could get quite angry. But I'd managed to settle him down. He seemed like he was in a good mood, and then my mic guy took like fucking 7 minutes to put his mic on, and I could see Fergie staring at me and I'm thinking, "You fucked this interview for me."
It's a bad
But he was actually brand new after that.
can't be raging
But the way he
with
was
the mic
looking at
guy.
the mic guy was like he wants to
It's just
kill
doing
him,
it
man.
at home.
And the mic guy was so nervous. He was actually.
Anyway, is that the right answer?
Yes! Oh!
Nope.
You're eating, Cass.
As John, you go.
This looks spicy.
It
Oh,
does.
it is spicy.
Right, I want this wee bit first because I'm scared.
What's your dream meal? Starter, main, dessert? Ask and tell them what happens though.
Last day in the earth, electric chair gets wheeled in, you get strapped to it. Start a main dessert, what'd you go for? And a wee
Starter,
class.
main dessert.
And
I couldn't do 3 courses now. You're joking?
nah, just like a main. I'm with you there.
I'm
mate.
a main.
Just like a main.
Yeah, maybe I'll have a dessert.
That hot spice.
I'm just have
I like Italian food and I like Indian food. Yeah.
Oh, so what would you go for if you had to?
So spaghetti madras.
Oh, I nearly dropped that.
Aye, spaghetti madras is always good. No, it's only a matter of time for someone in Glasgow tries that, by the way.
Person that wouldn't say it though.
Oh, that's out the back of my
But just say you had unlimited, like you would never get full, so you could fit in a starter as well. What would be a dream starter?
What would be a good starter?
Do you know what? I'm one of those bogging girls that loves
You like a prawn cocktail, chicken
love
in a basket and a Black Forest gatto, isn't it?
Turkey drumsticks. By the way, what did you say the first time?
I love
Oh, chicken patty, amazing.
Patty's my favourite.
No, I'm not
If
a
I
big
go
fan
to one of
patty.
these fancy hotel do's, which you know and I both know, the meals are never amazing. But
No,
these
they're
kind of
not.
things. If you put out a patty, I'm in my element. Oh, I love
When I
it.
said-
She'll say to other people, you're going to eat your
They
patty.
never give you enough oat cakes. Oh, it riles me up.
you end up just
want
sitting eating the patty
Do you know what I want to do
itself?
sometimes? It like says at the Hilton, I want to go, if you got a wee bit of bread, I could just wipe the rest.
That up, man.
It's a
Aye,
wee bit
but I
more.
would.
Get another oat cake
Yeah,
over here.
aye.
I like
love
garlic
the patty.
prawns. Garlic prawns. are
nice,
good,
garlic
man.
prawns.
I mean,
Yeah.
Main meal,
starter.
Main, I love a good Sunday.
roast.
Right, here we go. Question 2. Who plays... Wait a minute. Oh, no, sorry, it's all right. Who plays Captain Stephen Hiller in the 1996 blockbuster Independence Day?
Good question. Good question. Big actor.
One of my favourite actors.
Incredible actor.
Who plays the...
Who plays
I'll-
Captain Stephen Hiller?
Captain Stephen Hiller in 1990 blockbuster
Captain
Independence Day.
What's the famous quote for Independence Day? Famous line.
Whoever comes up comes down.
And that.
George, do you know this again? Yeah, any like phone up pal and anything?
Yes, you can phone it as long as they're famous.
It has to be somebody famous because we don't.
Got to be, but no one any bum on
Who
the
have I
show.
got that's famous in my phone book? Where's
Oh, this will be good.
Who is your
Who
most
famous?
is the most famous person in your phone
I don't know.
Can you
any
pass
famous
my bag?
people.
Capaldi?
No, I don't
I've got
really know. That's
Capaldi's
all I
dad.
watched. You can
Capaldi's dad?
I can
Yeah.
play Lucy's dad.
Is
That's-
He bought
is
my,
he not married?
No, he... yeah, he's married to Lucy's mum.
Capaldi's stepmom.
No, because they're very, very kind to cash for kids, aren't they?
Oh, brilliant. That's
I've not
great.
got
Who else?
any
kids?
famous people.
Drop in who else is very kind to cash for kids, because that's great to know.
Lewis Capaldi is like one of the most
Biggest
nicest
supporters.
people. Yeah, big supporter for Cash for Kids.
Who else
Could
is
you ask
kinda-
her, would you
A lot of these guys anonymously support. So what will
a lot
happen
of
is,
people.
you know, with Mark, for instance, I'm sure he won't mind me saying this, he'll come in and maybe say, there's a wee wad of cash or there's a cheque. Don't want you to mention it on air or anything like that. You know, we just want it to go straight to the children. And we go, right, okay, that's fine. No worries.
Like I once did a thing where I ran every day to work 6 miles there and 6 miles back for the month for Cash for Kids.
Brilliant, mate.
And Lewis went on and sponsored me like $5,000 or something like that. You know what I mean?
Amazing.
So it just,
Quality.
but didn't want anyone to know about it. Just did it anonymously because that's the nice
Type
type
of
of
guy
guy he is, and he probably doesn't get any credit for that.
Ever had a donation for...
Still waiting.
I put a donation
I did
and
it
make
again.
sure my name was on it.
Why don't we try, just came to my head first, Tosh McKinley, since...
Oh, no.
No, because there's a bit of history.
Oh, you don't go on?
Aye, there's a bit of history.
Not got on.
Sorry.
He said something about Tosh jokingly on a podcast and Tosh took it the wrong
That'll
way.
go down.
And then he
Did
phoned
he?
me, but he went through to my voicemail and my network, Tesco. So he's caned me for having a Tesco mobile.
Who the fuck has got a Tesco?
Now he only shops in Aldi.
What was he says? The big shop, the big man, the big shop.
The big
I'm
man.
trying to
got the
think
Tesco.
who else without having
Who else have
to
you
go
got?
through Everybody. Somebody in football.
Our music.
Somebody in
Jess Glynn.
Jess Glynn.
Not get Jess
No,
Glynn.
Gallagher, you got Nolan.
Who else have you got?
I'm looking through here. I'll try and stop when the.
I think you're being modest. With
I generally don't have a celebrity friend. I don't.
You will have.
here's
You will
a
have.
celebrity.
You mate, I
Here's
like
a good
that.
question.
Celebrity
What about weddings? Like you've done Grados, you said. Any other celebrity weddings you've done?
Thanks,
Thanks, but
I think if there's anybody. Well, whose wedding have I done? No, I don't think I have. Josh Taylor's. Did Josh Taylor's wedding.
Wow.
who's that?
Josh Boxer.
All right.
Did Josh's wedding.
Oh, Josh Taylor. Sorry. Wow.
Did Josh Taylor.
Where was that?
That was down in, no, it was down in the Borders. It was in the Dumfries.
What other big names? There, Compton would have been there as his pal.
No, Martin wasn't there. I don't know why Martin wasn't there, because that's how I met Josh, through Martin. Because we went to Transmit,
Right.
and Martin obviously knew I was into boxing, and he was going with Josh. I said, "Oh, could I meet him?" And he said, "Oh, he loves the GBX. He'd love to meet you." So we kind of hooked up.
Are you going to go to the Catro fight?
Yes.
You want to go down
So
it?
I think that would be great. I probably will. If I can get the show cover and stuff, I would go down.
You said Grado's wedding was the wildest you've been at?
It was pretty crazy. It was an Ayrshire wedding, wasn't it?
Yeah.
They all sit on the same side of the church. No, it was fun, man. It was a party. I like that type of wedding. See, like, I like that type of gig. I mean,
Free for all.
spoke about this earlier on. I was talking to some people about this at the weekend. Like, nowadays you do it at a lot of clubs with the younger ones. They're all making TikToks and Instas and all that, and they don't want to jump about and go mental. But back in the day, when I was starting out, in the 90s and the noughties, it was like chaos.
What is the biggest?
rave scene and all
what is
that
the most chaotic gig you've had?
Oh,
Back in the day, Arcade Chaos.
I did do Archaeos. Archaeos was mental. I used to do Archaeos, the tunnel. The Arches was always great. I used to do Hugman 8, the Arches every year. And that would be like 2,500 people. I did it 5 years in a bounce, and it was mental.
But see, Archaeos was there was a fight every 2 minutes, wasn't there?
Archaeos. See, be honest with you, I mean,
Days, mate. Archaeos was brilliant.
Do you like fighting?
there was a lot of fighting in Glasgow back in the day, but see now, because of like CCTVs and camera phones and all that, you don't get trouble in clubs, which was great. When I first started DJing, there was fights all the time.
We need to bring
And it was
back fights in
horrible.
clubs, don't we?
It was horrible, man. So you don't want all that. You want to go and have a good night. You want to know people are going to be
I do
safe.
agree though, George. I think the phones have killed. Every time you see that gig, everybody's got the
I
phone.
tell you whose phone's killed her. I find the favourite person.
I know,
these are cold now.
No, it's not that. Like, who
Cold
can
hot
I don't
wings.
want to bother anybody.
Come on, we've not got a box for that long.
Right, well.
8 minutes left.
No,
Who have you got?
I'm just looking here.
Right, why don't you just guess the answer and then you can phone somebody on another question.
Right, okay.
Right, so who plays Captain Stephen Hill in 1996 blockbuster Independence Day? Big American actor. Take a wee guess.
I'm just going to go for this.
Kevin
but it's wrong.
Bridges just put. Kevin Spacey. Will Smith, Go on, Cassie.
Right, okay. I've already had one of these, but it was fine. It was okay.
Have you played weddings?
Oh, she does a lot of ones.
Oh,
Anyone that we would know?
well, there was somebody.
I think you need to eat another wing, I'm sorry. That's half of the last one you were meant to eat.
I was asked to do, and I don't know what happened with this Kevin Bridges wedding.
Wow.
And then he changed,
Interesting.
but then he changed what he wanted as entertainment, so I think he ended up going for a band. So when I got the initial call, basically I said, it's my friend's hen, and I was maid of honour, but it was so hard. I went back to her, told her, she went, fuck the hen.
Wow, that's a good friend.
That is a great
That's
friend.
a good friend.
Go and do Kevin's wedding and then fly, to France and join us. And I went, right, okay. And I phoned the events company back and they said he's changed his mind. I think his partner was quite keen on a DJ and he wanted a band. I think they went for the band.
Oh,
Yeah.
that'd have been incredible, wouldn't it?
I know.
So was there ever any contact directly with him though?
No, I've never met Kevin. No, never met him.
Yeah?
Yes, I met him. I interviewed him when he was about 16,
Did you? Right?
just when he was starting out. But I don't think I've met him since.
Could you tell he'd go to the top?
Not during that interview. When I saw his comedy, I could tell he was going to the top. But during the interview, he was only a wee boy, and he came in. It was Des McLean was working on the show at the time, and he said, "Oh, this boy's comedy is amazing. He's going to be a superstar and all that." And he brought him in, and we interviewed him, and it just didn't work. It just like he wasn't used to chat. I mean, now you see him on chat shows, and he's brilliant. So you can imagine what he was like at 16, Slim, you know what I mean? He was just sitting there, and he didn't have any chat. And I was like, "Are you sure this guy's a comedian?" And all that.
I'd love to pick your
you look
brain.
at him. Now you look at him.
What?
Pick his brain.
All right.
Honestly.
After this, what you doing after this? Would you go for a coffee? Or?
I'm going for a coffee.
There you
I
go.
love that.
Right.
Anyway, question Equinox 3.
Three, sorry,
Simon, you
mate.
take it because you love this show.
I do love it. Did you watch Succession?
Yes, I do.
Incredible, isn't it?
Love it.
You, Cassie?
No, I don't watch it.
What do you watch?
No, I've been
Did I say
watching
love-
Gentlemen just now.
Gentleman's brilliant.
Aye.
But anyway, in Succession, which football team does Logan Roy support? I'll give you a clue. It's a Scottish team.
Support.
Yeah, support.
Are they
Scottish
big?
Premier League team, yeah. One of the
Not
bigger
by
teams.
support.
Support.
One of the two.
Well, you... No, don't say anything.
He is incredible, isn't he,
He's
Brian
brilliant.
Cox?
They're all brilliant in it.
I'm sorry
Every
to
single
keep
Jeremy
asking you,
Strong
people, but
brilliant
you
in
met
it.
Brian Cox. He's
I've never actually met Brian Cox.
Wait,
Gary
did you?
Spence had him once. Oh, that's close.
It's Hibs!
Hearts, God.
He bought Hearts. That was the gag. His kids bought Hearts for him.
Right.
And he said, I'm a Hibs fan.
Because they are fuck-ups, innit? And they
Yeah,
fucked up
yeah,
again.
that's the whole
That's
thing.
the whole...
Yeah. Macaulay Culkin's
So-
brother's brilliant in it.
Another
He's
wing.
plays a
Amazing
creep
actor.
incredibly well.
Yeah.
You play a creep really well, but he does it. he does.
They're both in a
I'm
similar
getting
part.
painted here. Need to change his narrative in a wee minute.
I would love to paint
I need
you,
to have
but-
another one of these.
If there's anybody out there that wants to paint me, feel free.
Is that really hot? Can you
What was it
imagine?
there?
No, it's not bad.
Is that alright?
I feel free. They two are talking around, just talking to each other.
I know.
Cracking show on it.
What a show it is. How are you finding this, Cassie, so far?
Fine.
Enjoying it?
I'm actually, yeah.
Enjoying yourself?
Do you have time to a wee bit for them?
I don't know. Are they hot? Oh, you've not had one yet?
I've not had one yet.
got-
I'm absolutely ruining my jeans. Like they're a mess.
That's alright. That's fine.
Right, here we
You
go.
know,
Question 4. Who is James Bond's boss?
You a big Bond fan?
I'm
Who's
huge.
your favourite Bond?
Daniel Craig took James Bond to a whole new level.
100%.
It's not,
Could
is
not
it?
agree
Oh.
more.
Good minds think alike.
100%.
These two are... There's some in there.
So when he goes down to
Is it
see Josh
just-
Taylor, I'll be going out to the radio to take his place. Know what I
I
mean?
think I've got
letter.
it. I know.
Hey,
Yes!
I swear down.
Okay.
I was about to swear on a family member's life, but I won't do that. But I'd swear down I did not see
Well
it.
done. George, you want to try one? Just
I do
know
wanna
what it
try
tastes
one.
like? I'll try one with you, mate, if you don't mind.
Oh,
I'm not going to get dinner the night, so I may as well.
Barbie, man.
Right up to East Kilbride. Where'd you stay?
Shawlins.
What's your actual address, just for the viewers? Shortlands, where are you, George?
West Ham. No, Botanics.
Oh,
Oh, what a
Not far from
place.
you.
No far from me. No far from you, actually. Neil Lennon, Capaldi, and Andy Halliday.
I'm not on George wages, that's why I'm in the poor Miss West End.
Well, you end up going into the West End when the money gets.
I don't know my South Side girl.
But Shawlins is coming.
So I was actually brought up in the Mearns, but then I went.
Oh, you're posh.
And well, I don't know
As
about
Mearns is
that.
posh, innit?
And I went to public school. Aye. Aye, yeah.
Did
Well,
you
they've
do
got public
dramas?
schools in Newton Mearns?
Did you do drama at school?
No. No.
Did you always know you wanted to sort of go into this industry? How did that come about?
No, it was kind of. I actually used to do makeup years ago, and then I ended up meeting George through Clyde because I was in like the street team. So it was basically I would just go about and do different things like a runner for Clyde. But George and I had quite similar interests in music and things like that, and we used to just get on pretty well. So when that position came available, I went for it, and George and a wee bit of thanks to his wife
Right.
got me the gig.
Very good.
Did you see something
Can I-
different in her than other people?
She had my sense of humour and
And that
kinda
works.
Got my sense of humour because
Some story that,
it's
isn't
a bit like you guys. You know what I mean? You have a certain sense of humour that's funny, but some people might find offensive and might take. And you
Aye.
don't mean to cause offence
No,
to
of
anybody,
course.
but some people take it the wrong way. And Cassie wasn't one of those people. I knew.
Yeah.
Have you ever been close to getting cancer? Do you ever said someone on the radio and you've thought, oh, I'm maybe...
Think so?
Nah, never.
No.
Have been
I tend
pulled up
never
for
to
any-
say anything on the radio. I wouldn't say in front of my wains.
Yeah,
That's kind of like
A good rule for it.
my rule.
It's
for
more
it.
difficult now, I think, with things like podcasts because we're obviously kind of trained almost not to do that. But then,
Aye.
like, I had a podcast a while ago with don't know, Roshan from Gogglebox, and we spoke about everything on that. But even at times I'd be like that, I don't know if that I can
said
say that. Yeah.
Why didn't you phone her?
I could phone Roshan actually. Oh, she's so flaky though. Thing is, because she's a Gen Z, she doesn't pick up the phone. Do you know what I mean?
Wait
she
till we got a
to text.
question. Phone
Right.
for a question.
I will. I'll try her. Right.
Right, so we're going on to round 3 here, but before this, and I'm not just saying this, I was obsessed with the prank calls.
Oh, make Dad
make
mad.
Dad mad.
No, I'm talking about Rob Corbett.
Oh.
There was mad rumours
Who's
that
that?
you were behind Rob Corbett.
You've asked me this before.
No, but I'm desperate to get it out.
Obsessed, aye.
Obsessed.
No, you're obsessed with the fact that George might have been Rab, but it wasn't him.
See the Rob Corbett, I used to day prankies because of it. It got me into doing prank phone calls. I loved. Have you ever heard it? Phones up to the
unbelievable.
Jim
Good,
and Coat
good.
Bridge, you know,
It's
is
not
that
me.
Rob with the crabs?
It's not me.
So are you saying here live you think it is, George?
Nobody knows who Rab Corbett
when
is.
you hear
and I get
George's
accused of
voice,
being Rab
it does
Corbett all the time.
sound like Rab
My
Corbett.
father-in-law died convinced that I was Rab Corbett, and I'm not. He gave me the tapes and he said, I know this is you. And I'm like, don't know what you're talking about, but they're very funny. Because it was cassettes back then. It was so long ago.
Yeah.
Like, it was before the internet. No, it wasn't like, they're all online now and all that kind of stuff. I didn't even come out in CD at one point, but back then, like in the 90s, it was a cassette that was going around Paisley. Well, that looks...
What are these?
Can we get some more
Thunder
napkins?
Fire.
'Cause
I'll get you
we're
that.
making a hell of a mess.
Thank you.
Thunder thighs. How do you feel about thunder thighs, Cass?
I don't know.
There you go, team. Yeah, there's that. Instead of this shows you how nice a guys are. Look, I've actually got you some.
Oh, look at
that's
those.
lovely.
Wow, that's a
Thank
posh
you.
place.
You can use me.
Nice
Were they
being
hot,
used.
mate? They ones you tried, were they hot?
Nah, they were alright. The second round was
So
alright.
they've been quite easy so far, would you say?
No, they've been tough for me.
Are they? You're taking it well though.
Yeah, that was all
The
right.
second lot were
How did you get
quite
in the radio
difficult.
jobs?
How did I get in the radio? Just from working behind the scenes. I mean, I told you before in the podcast years ago, I was handing in a demo for somebody else of mine at Radio Clyde, and I said if there's ever any jobs going, I'd love to work in radio. And it just so happened they'd sacked someone that day, and he said, we're really stuck for tomorrow night. Can you come in and answer the phones for the open line and run some tapes? And that was how I got in the door. And I worked in the production office for 2 years, making demo tapes, and other presenters were listening to my demos and giving me advice and stuff, and it was great.
Amazing. So when did that actually say, right, you're going to go on and present a radio show?
It was in the summer of 1990, so I'd been there for 2 years. So what happened was they split their frequency January 91, and everyone that worked in the production office that was a DJ got a radio show apart from me. I got nothing. So I was still young at the time, I was still only 20, and things didn't work out. 6 months later, and Through the Night show came up, and they stuck me on that for 6 months. And then the guy that was running it, he actually was doing the afternoon show from like 12 till 2, and he left, and I got the gig, which was great.
brilliant.
So that was
looked
me,
back since,
and
haven't
I haven't looked back since.
Do you
Been
get
so
nervous
lucky,
in the
touch
radio?
wood.
Not so much.
Really,
then,
I get nervous. Like, you get nervous before live events. Sometimes you get nervous for live
No, I
events.
do, like,
I get
if
nervous
you're-
for gigs, and it's like any type of gig always get a wee bit.
If you're
butterflies
driving a
and stuff.
gig, there's always that, like, well, it's going to be a good one.
Aye,
what's it
I
gonna
hope
be
I don't
like?
mess this up or whatever.
Yeah.
Particularly if it's a really busy gig. You
We've
know?
never got that worry because we always mess it up.
Aye, well that's what
We know we're gonna fucking
But that's
mess it
part of
up,
the
so-
fun. But that's part of the fun. When you guys mess it up, it's part of the fun. If we mess it up, if
No, you're right. Actually,
you get the
That's
sarcastic,
difference.
whoa. Whereas you guys mess it up, it's like pantomime. You know what I mean? It's expected. It's fun. It's part of the show.
What about this question? Favourite song you've ever played on the radio?
Favourite song.
Favourite song?
Great question, mate.
Terrible question, but fuck it.
I wish you never asked it.
Takes
I
up a
don't
bit
really
of time,
have
doesn't it?
it. Nah, because we're
Cassie
both
loves Ed Sheeran and Pink.
Do I? What? Oh my god, no.
Oh, because Clyde, do you get the same song? Is that, can it be
I
Clyde?
feel-
Every radio
right.
station does that. In fairness, you've got to play the songs that people like, not what you like. So
Yeah.
it's, to ask us what songs we want, if we went on the radio and played the songs we liked, probably no one would listen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you've got to play what the punters like. You've got to play what the audience likes.
But what song does your
Gotta
tits
feel
in?
that,
What is
man.
it? What song does your tits in?
What song does? Well,
Maroon 5 Memories.
yeah. Oh, I hate that.
What does that go? Memories on a memory. What is that?
Yeah, that's it. Just thinking that's
Aye.
it.
I like Maroon
Aye.
5 though.
Does it?
I did.
A lot of people love Maroon 5.
brilliant.
I just find it a bit dreary and a bit overplayed. But I understand why, because that's what people want to hear, and they're not there to hear what I want to hear. That's what GBX is
Is there
for.
somebody in your ear when you're in on the radio?
We've got a producer.
You got a producer. He's not in your ear, but he'll like talk to you during the songs.
Do you ever get a wee rap and say, "Come on"? what you
Sometimes
say?
they'll say wind it up like that if we started going a wee bit. But in
Aye,
general,
producer
they just let
Finn
us do
couldn't
it.
tell George off because George would tell him where to go.
Oh,
I would.
George, are you
I
the
would.
main man?
No,
then?
he wouldn't
If the
tell.
guy
no, but
said to me,
imagine, right?
I don't
okay,
know if that-
let's be honest. If Finn came in, right, and he's like, George, don't fucking.
The guy's not going to do it. He's a
then we-
weightlifter though. He's doing bodybuilding now. He's
Aye,
doing
it's quite
weightlifting.
scary now. Yeah.
Because they all had a wee drink at the Clyde One Christmas party. I don't drink, so I was on the water, and Finn was there, and they were going to try and get him to lift everyone in order. They were going to try and get, well, start with Cassie, and then go into John, one of the other producers, and then go into me, and then
Yeah.
go into someone a wee bit heavier and all that, because he had a wee drink.
Has he got your gym?
Bodybuilder. No, he goes to a gym in Edinburgh somewhere, but he does like serious bodybuilding.
Aye.
I'm not messing with
You're
that
into your
guy.
body, but he's into his body.
In the bodybuilding.
Just
What you
a-
lifting?
Just 110 kg.
Right,
kg.
okay. That's
Just that's
okay.
for the legs only the now. But hopefully get up.
Aye.
You know.
What's your target?
430 kg.
Hey, round 3, music! Question 1. Who wrote and sang the original song All Along the Watchtower? All Along the Watchtower. Do you know who sings it?
No.
Oh my God. How are you a DJ? Going to
How
take your
old is
license off
that?
you. All along the watchtower.
I'm just
You
realised
should know that,
George, what
man.
year is that?
I'm a terrible
George, what era?
60s.
Oh, forgot. I mean, come on.
I know, but what, do you only
But
listen to
it's-
music in your lifetime?
No, I like Frank Sinatra, but I don't. Yeah. All
Right, take a guess.
Sing it to me.
All along
the
the
watchtower.
watchtower.
A famous guitar riff in it. Is that
Jimi
him?
Hendrix done
By
that.
Led
made it
Zeppelin.
famous, but somebody was before it.
Is that right?
The original, huh? Have you met Jimi Hendrix?
Aye. Jimi Hendrix.
Wrong!
Oh! No, I don't know.
You can start eating, George.
Oh, Christ.
Two first names. There's
Yeah.
two first names.
Good clue.
Two first names.
Has she got it?
I think I know who it is.
No!
Can I I'm still
the
going to eat
very-
this, but
That's
can I
me,
guess?
you. You've got to get you, Paul Simon!
Can I guess?
What's the fucking Jitties,
Oh
Paul?
my God.
Can I
Paul
guess?
Simon!
Can I guess?
I
I'm
did that
still
on
eating.
purpose.
Yes, you're right, Bob Dylan, George. Do you ever get called Dode?
No.
The Dundee thing.
I thought it was an Edinburgh thing.
Who's Dode? His dad's called George.
Tom Wilson, the legendary DJ Tom Wilson, his brother used to call me Dode for some reason.
Dode, that's
Why?
a Dundee thing.
thought
Your
it was-
name's George, you get called Dode in Dundee. Uh-huh.
Be Dodge Lane?
I'm a wee
don't
bit
say that,
nervous
eh?
about these, George.
Yeah, let's go on, Cassie, get him in you. How is it, George? First
Well,
bite?
it's the first bite's always all right, and it's like 5 seconds later you're like,
What have you got on for the rest of the day after this? Any?
sit in the toilet, Pam,
Well, any?
banging in the door. You're gonna be long in there. You're gonna be a while.
I can't believe I've noticed. Have you got any Gordon Dale stories?
Gordon Dale.
He's the best.
He's obviously joined the show
Again, there's
recently.
things I hear that you could not say in this podcast.
You could.
No, you
He says them.
I'm surprised I'm no DJ at one of his weddings. There's been enough. of them, you know what I mean?
You'd have made a fortune, mate. 5 you'd had. Right, question 2.
Here we go.
That
This
wasn't.
is your favourite song.
This is my favourite song. The song Milkshake by Careless was first offered to another pop star who turned it down. What is the name of this pop star?
Oh,
Sorry, I've got your hand.
yeah, sorry. No, I heard, this was not long ago this came out, I think.
Is that right? Oh, I don't think I know this one.
Uh,
I honestly think me and you could sit down still and they could do this.
Just take themselves. Was it Paul Pot? It was Paul Potts, wasn't it?
right, that's
I've got
Imagine
one or
singing that
two.
song.
I've got one or two, and I don't know which one to go with.
Who else would be good at singing Milkshake? Daniel O'Donnell. Daniel O'Donnell singing Milkshake.
Who was it? Milkshake.
O'Donnell was Clyde.
This was a really big fact when Finn and I were talking about it.
Sipping a milkshake. Okay, who have you went?
I want to go with one of these two.
You need to pick one, George, please.
Ah!
We're ruthless here, mate.
Right, okay.
Oh.
I'm going to go with that one.
Who are you going,
Did
Cassie?
you not nearly sue this other person over it or something? No, that maybe I've got a different story.
No, there's no talk of suing it in here.
I'm going to go with
You
that
gonna
one.
say him?
Beyonce, it was.
Britney Spears!
Scored out Christina Aguilera.
Graham Spears' daughter.
Right.
Right, Cassie, you're eating. Eat.
I'm going to say it, these are not that bad.
Is that alright? I think I've toned it down.
We probably need some more water, though.
But you're only eating half, can I just say? That was meant to be a full one. Maybe that's why you're not getting the full heat.
No,
Oh, cool.
no, I'm getting enough sauce.
There you go, Cass. You'll need some more water.
Everything alright?
Yeah.
You guys want topped up here?
Thanks very much.
Last question of this round, Paul. Oh no, it's not. It's second last.
Question 3.
Nope.
I'm actually really surprised with this. Thanks, mate. Here we go. Question 3. What is most commonly used, girl's name used in... Wait a minute, let me say that again, because that was just nothing but diarrhea coming out of my cup there. Question 3. What is the most commonly used girl's name used in song titles?
Great question, by the way.
That is a
Better
great
say the
question.
second time as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, you done that the second time. We'll
That
put
is
the
a
first
good
bit out.
question, but
That's a great question, isn't it? Who are you talking about phoning?
I'd said Dick Campbell because him and I made pals at a dinner.
Oh,
and then came on the
alright.
show. Oh no, he was lovely. He was a really nice
Nice guy.
Oh, he's a
Aye.
brilliant guy.
Right, you're going to phone We want Dick, don't we? We want Dick! We want Dick! We want Dick!
Let me see.
We want Dick! You phoning him?
No, I don't know. Hold on.
Go on, give him a phone. Give him a phone. Have you ever interviewed any sports people, or is it always usually...
Dick Campbell.
And how was
Dick
that?
Campbell, I had him on the show.
I interviewed Usain Bolt once.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I tried to get him to sign for Morton because he said he wanted to play for Man
I
United.
wanted to play, didn't he?
He wanted to play for Man United. So
How about Jackie McNamara? You just came up.
Made the
Aye.
Greenock Telegraph.
Good.
Yeah. We can phone him.
Usain Bolt
He
might
won't
be
know the
coming to
answer to
Morton.
this. He won't know the answer to this.
Was he alright? Was he alright?
He was great. It was really good chat. He had a book out, so he was trying to plug his book. So he was doing like a radio tour, and we get an opportunity to interview
That's a
him.
real
He was
bad
great.
one, mate, innit?
Do you know, so it was over really quick?
Oh, God.
Yeah, very good. Very good.
Not bad. Not bad.
So bad.
Yeah, about Usain Bolt.
Any other sportsmen?
Who else have we had on? We must have spoken to sportsmen.
Cassie, you just at Campbell, anyone else?
Anyone in sport
Nah,
I've
sport,
met? Interviewed or met?
Interviewed.
We
What,
had on the
interviewed?
show.
We don't have
sport.
a lot of sports people on our show. That'd be like Super Scoreboard.
Chris Hoy.
Oh,
I didn't
He's a
interview
legend.
him, but I went out with him once. I think I was DJing at some cycling event or whatever. They asked me to come and DJ. It was a charity thing, and they asked me to come and DJ at the end of it because one of my pals was a cyclist, and he was pals with Chris Hoy. And it was just after the Beijing Olympics. So he'd just come back from Beijing, and obviously he'd won all these golds. So like before the Olympics, nobody really knew him. And then he came back and he was this like national hero, and we were sitting with him at the table, and I was saying to him, did you have any idea when you were over there and you were winning all these golds, the reaction it was having at home? He said, I thought nothing of it. He said, off the plane, I felt like Elvis. You know what I mean? It was
incredible.
It was crazy.
Did he have a drink? Did you like a drink?
I can't remember if I don't think he was drinking. No, I don't think he was drinking.
What about
I
you?
was drinking at the time. It was back in my drinking days, so I'll not remember.
You ever had a beer with anybody else famous?
Beer with?
A night out?
A beer with somebody.
sorry, I wasn't googling the answer there. I was like thinking I did Bruins Backroom. Remember, I did a podcast with Archie Knox, Craig Brown, my dad, and what's his name, Colin.
Henry.
Yeah, I got on well with Colin as well.
Do you want to phone him?
I probably could phone him, but not to this. He won't know the answer to this. I'm waiting till I've got a question that I actually don't know.
Right, okay, what's your answers to this?
I've changed mine. I was going to go Maria, and I went Mary.
Mary's right! Eat, we want
Lady,
dick!
I'm gonna
We
go
want
for
dick!
that!
We want dick! We want dick!
You could wave that up for us a wee bit.
Oh, mate, get that out, man.
Amazing.
I did a rave version for a joke once of a Singing Kettle song, because Artie from the Singing Kettle is one of my neighbours, and I said for a laugh, for April Fool's Day, let's do a rave version of Little Bunny Foo-Foo and say it's coming out as a single, and he came on the show and spoke about it and all that, we did it. And now he plays it at the end of every Singing Kettle gig, a rave version of Little Bunny Foo-Foo.
What was the GBX song that made you massive?
Definitely Bits and Pieces. I mean, I never wrote Bits and Pieces. Patrick Prince wrote Bits and Pieces. It was Artemisia did it. And it's one of these ones, it's like, DJs will know this, it's like, it starts on the half beat, so whenever you mix it in, it's always slightly out. And me and Sparkos decided to do a version that we could mix in easily, so we wouldn't mess it up when we're playing our sets. And Cassie ended up giving it to Calvin Harris, and it got played at T in the Park, and it became massive.
Wow. How did
on
you
the
get in touch
charts
with Calvin
now.
Harris?
So I was at T in the Park. George, had you left? Were you there?
I had promised to do a gig for somebody. I promised to do a birthday for someone.
Yeah.
And it was one of the management at Clyde, and I couldn't say no. So it was their daughter's 21st.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get out of it, so I couldn't go to T in the Park.
So we had a guy from Kiss FM that was up, and he got an exclusive interview with Calvin. So him and I were hanging out at T in the Park. George had given me the memory stick, I gave it to him, and then he went in and gave it to Calvin. But apparently Calvin had a whole entourage of pals backstage, and he had this big like tent to go, and they were all having like drinks. I think they had like a snooker table and all that, but they were
One of
having
his
like a
mates was
proper.
getting married, I think.
That's right. It was like a pub stag do. They were
And
having
they'd
backstage.
done the pub, hadn't they?
Yeah.
They'd done
They'd
a carbon copy of the local
the
pub.
local pub and brought it to T in the Park. And Calvin said, I've been given this memory stick, and his pals were like, you need to play that. Like, you need to play it in your set.
and
So I think they
pieces.
dared him like his mates, and he went like that, right, okay, and played it right at the end.
Yes,
And I'm not going into too much detail, but has that made you a fortune, eh?
Well, it's made Patrick Prince a fortune because he wrote the song, but it's certainly raised my profile and given me a great career.
Every Scotland goal before Scotland games, it's incredible. You hear it everywhere now.
That is brilliant.
Crazy, because in Scotland, if you say bits and pieces, even though we'll always praise Patrick and you'll say, Patrick Prince made it, you would say George Bowie. Because you just think of George.
No, it's Patrick's song. It's definitely Patrick's song.
Yeah.
It's the same like with you guys making the Yes Sir I Can Boogie song, and then we did the remix on that.
Yeah.
It's huge because we couldn't get. It was one of the newspapers you did an article with or something. But it was at Sun maybe? Can't remember. There's one of the papers, and they did a thing of who should remix Bits and Pieces. Should remix Yes Sir I Can Boogie, because Open Goal were playing it, and everyone said Calvin Harris. If we can't get him, we'll have George Bowie. So of course they said to me, "Oh, do you want the contacts for Baccarat?" So I phoned the girl up, and she put me on to their manager. And it turned out that the record label had lost the original vocal, and this is during COVID. And they'd lost, there'd been a fire, and they'd lost the vocal for Yes Sir I Can Boogie. So I said, well, these guys are playing it in Scotland, it's massive, and they had the video as well of who was
Andy
it?
Considine.
Andy Considine. And you guys are playing it at a podcast, it was everywhere, and the boys were all dancing to it in the studio. And I said, we really need to do a remix of this. And I said, how about if I hire a studio in Madrid and fly you girls in? Will you go in and re-record the vocal for me? So they said yes, so they went in. So I hired the studio. During COVID, I couldn't go over. So I'm sitting watching it on Zoom, and the two girls, Maria and Christina, went in and re-recorded Yes Sir I Can Boogie. And then it came out, and it was huge. And we totally remixed it. And then Maria died like 6 months later.
God's sake.
And I thought, God, if we hadn't taken that opportunity, you know what I mean?
Who would you be in East? Who would play in EastEnders? Oh, her that used to play Stacey.
Yeah, maybe actually get the world on our shoulders a lot of the time. Not.
Who would play?
Max Brannan. They ended up going out. They had an affair, didn't they? Too?
Oh.
That's right.
How about you, John? Who'd play you on EastEnders?
I haven't watched EastEnders for about 30 years, so I don't know.
You be
Dean
more?
Beale's still in it. I've got nothing
I've
left.
got nothing left.
Question 4.
Sorry.
Are you eating these wings by it?
I swear,
she's
didn't I?
destroyed
Sorry.
my
Okay, keep an eye on her. Question 4, Paul.
Okay, do you want me to go again? No problem. Question 4. What musician was the first to have an album released on compact disc, bracket CD bracket, in 1980?
Compact disc CD.
Aye. Sorry, I'll do that again. Sorry, guys. Take that one out. Here we go. Question 4. What musician was the first to have an album released on compact disc CD in 1982?
Musician, not a band.
No, musician.
These are proper throwbacks. Are you going to give me some naughty
I mean, that's
questions?
kind of like my
Naughty
era.
question.
Oh.
Aye, some naughty questions.
I'm after this.
I don't know.
Do you got a clue? On that, in fact, you've not let a wing, George. I want to see you eating these rings.
I would count on you to know this as well, George. I can't lie.
I'm trying to think who was big in
I love this singer, do you?
Oh, mate, one of the best songs. Two of the best songs.
Is it a big? Going to get? Is it a
He's a
big,
big
big
name.
singer? Massive.
Big.
Old.
Dead or alive?
Older. Dead. Alive.
Alive, but old.
Alive.
Right, that's not who I was going to.
Oh
Oh,
look.
fuck, you've just helped him. What is it? Is that Slavers? Or?
Yeah, no, I thought it might be actually.
1980.
His initials are a sexual term, innit?
Oh, you shush.
Sorry.
No, don't change it, George. Just go with what you went with, because he's. We want to see you eating one of these wings, mate.
Oh, you've given
You got it?
well, I'm hoping I've got it. Aye.
Sexual term.
Aye. I'm definitely.
Right, who have you went? Show the camera.
It's so wrong.
No.
Oh, is it right? Is it
I
right?
don't know if this is
oh,
right.
Is it?
I'm only going with
Show the
that
camera.
sexual term.
He's got it right.
Oh, Gene said him Jai. Oh my God.
BG. Do you want a BG? That's genius. One of my favourite moments on here. Incredible. Would you eat one just to
I
get
will eat one
George?
instead of Cassie because I
That's
wouldn't have got that without
genius.
Slaney's clues. So
That is actual genius.
I had written down David Bowie, so. But I thought it was Dire Straits.
Favourite Billy Joel song?
Piano Man.
Play me a song, you're the piano
In
man.
New York. He sang it in New York. It was one of the best versions I've ever heard.
And
I thought-
Madison Square Garden.
Aye.
We Didn't Start the Fire was a very clever song.
Oh, brilliant. What was that
You
about?
got it right, no,
There's
John?
no lyrics, it's just words.
He's going
was
to
it?
eat yours, but you can take it out
Mental,
and that.
clever, really clever.
Thank
It's
you.
just very original.
Fire. How was that, George? All right?
Well,
Who's your favourite DJ? Who's your favourite DJs of all time?
I love Peggy Goo because I'm mad
Yeah,
at her.
yeah. Peggy Goo's good.
We seen her
She's
in
not
Bologna
current.
Airport.
Did you meet her?
we used to have
Never went
managers
over
for
it, I should have,
Glasgow.
but,
I think she's got a lot of pals from Glasgow.
has she?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. A lot of the guys that own nightclubs here, I'm sure.
Right.
I did a remix of that. It goes like Nana track.
Na 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 na. Na, na, na,
Who do I listen to? I like Frankie Wah, but no one will really probably know who he is.
I like Frankie Wah.
House
Hey,
DJ.
what
Tiesto's my favourite. He's the ultimate.
Yeah,
Tiesto and Armin van Buuren.
about Carol Cox?
Do you know what it is? All these DJs, a lot of them have changed their sounds over the
Oh, is
years.
that hot?
Oh, God.
And obviously DJs are going to change their sounds over the years. I totally get that, but I think like there's DJs that I've loved years ago that are maybe not my favourites now. Do you know what I mean? So like I prefer I like Sonny Fodera, but I liked his older stuff
I know what you mean.
rather than aye.
You love Dr. Fox, don't you?
Gary McKeff. Remember Gary McKeff?
Oh, I love
aye.
DJ Rankin in the mix.
I'm a raver.
Right,
Yeah.
last one.
Gary McKeff.
Round 4.
Zickus as well.
They
was
don't
fun.
happen anymore, don't they? No, the disses don't really happen.
Still do stuff.
Gary McKeff still gigs. He does.
I still do stuff. Still do I'm a raver now. Still Savoy and all
I
that.
think he was an actual real
I don't know
DJ.
if he does a wee bit for Xander Nation, Gary McKeff. Does
No, I think he just does the I Am a Raver nights.
Oh, is
He
it?
does like Savoy stuff like that.
Remember DJ
I've done a few
Vance
gigs now.
and
Yeah,
Shabs?
Vance actually DJ'd
Silver?
one of my nights recently.
Oh, did he?
Was there no DJ No Got a Clue or something like that?
That was one. DJ Vance was always Silver Thursday night.
Aye.
Oh,
Did his
brilliant.
dad not own it or something? Was it his dad's club
did
or
he?
something? I think, yeah. He was
I
great,
would
Vance.
go Thursdays,
Thursday, I done used to wear a
Saturdays.
Lion Scott t-shirt.
Oh, did you?
Extra small.
I would have two blue WKDs in hand.
That was always a
and,
wicked you had, wasn't it?
A wee, oh, do you remember me?
No, I know you, just in general, everybody was always drinking with wickets and that.
Was there, do you remember?
No, we're in the same nightclub.
Alka Pop era, aye.
What's made Calvin Harris bigger than everyone else?
The fact that he
don't
did
know
that
if
song with
everybody
Rihanna, I think.
That's it.
That was the turning point for Calvin. See when he
Will I
did
still
it,
have a little bit in
Calvin
it?
was meant to go on tour with Katy Perry, and I don't know
Try.
what happened, but him and Katy fell out, and he ended up going on tour with Rihanna. And he was just DJing for Rihanna, and somehow he talked her into doing a song with him, and they did that We Found Love track, and it was an international hit everywhere. But you've got to be able to follow that up, and in fairness, Calvin's been able to follow that up, and then some. He
belters,
keeps
isn't he?
coming back
And
with
Hannah
like,
Langton
different sounds.
so well.
Dundee.
Oh my
She's
God.
Hannah Langford Dundee.
Smashing it.
Brilliant,
Do you ever do a diss track?
No,
Yeah.
but a few disses though.
Have you?
that,
Against slaughtered.
Who dissed her?
Back in the day, the opposite schools would terrorise me.
What would they say about you?
Fox eyes, nose, spots,
Do you remember the classic from Penny the one Penny Who Are You? No?
I think I would have, aye.
Yeah.
That
Did you
many
ever have My Boy Lollipop on Clyde one? Remember that girl?
Remember the
George
last day
is
for the funeral?
obsessed with the lassie from that
I'm not obsessed.
Do you watch that? I watch that a
We're
lot.
talking about it the other day. I can't remember. Oh, we're talking about the Willy Wonka thing, and we're saying, it's just another version of Lollipop. You know what I mean? Everyone will talk about it for a couple of months, and then we'll move on. You know? What I mean?
Yeah. She was brilliant, wasn't she?
Ah,
She's
class.
getting.
Remember, she was doing a gig and she got huckled in the back of the police van.
I should have.
So there was a warrant out for her, and they couldn't find her. And she was doing a gig at like the garage or something like that.
What, I hate
A
her.
campus it was, and the police came and huckled her in the back of the paddy wagon or whatever, and you could hear the lassie going, "I still love you, Lollipop."
Ah, what a woman she is.
Only in Glasgow,
Clyde
man.
one
Only
doing
in
a hydro
Glasgow.
show to celebrate you, George.
Is it what?
Are they doing
They
it?
celebrate George.
Aye.
It's not to celebrate me. They're doing a hydro show to celebrate 50 years.
To be fair, he's a massive part of
That's
that
what I'm
50
thinking,
years.
aye.
So,
But
aye.
heart rate, mate.
imagine that. George, that's a good question for you. A George Bowie concert, a tribute to who would you have at it?
You could play at it, right?
Right, okay.
You could have an open goal
Who else?
section.
Right, so let's say George doesn't make it for
Right.
whatever reason.
What,
After
what do you
these
mean don't
wings-
make it? What, let it die?
Aye.
Okay.
After your last wing
Right,
today.
okay.
No, it's just hypothetically, right? And you die.
So
Who
this
would
is
you
going to be like the Freddie Mercury concert with
Yeah.
George Michael and all that
Aye,
back
who
in the
would
day.
you
right?
Who would you like to be there? Tell me just now so that I know, so that I can note it down
Planet.
and make it happen.
Just use that. Right on
Who'd
that.
I like to be
So
there?
it's the big George Bowie tribute to the Hydro.
Yeah,
sold
I
out.
want Calvin there, obviously. Calvin's
than
got to be.
size,
I want
open
Calvin to play bits and pieces.
You want-
That's
That'd
when
be
Coffin
good.
goes down.
Oh, here
Oh,
we go.
here we go. Now we're in it.
I thought that was the spicy
Now it's
one.
getting naughty.
Emergency milkshakes on the way.
You-
Can I have
Buddy,
chocolate?
what a man, yeah.
Thanks, mate.
Not
Cheers.
going to be good.
Just to let you know, when the milkshake comes, you can't eat it till after the last question. After the
Are
last
these the
question's
worst
answered,
wings?
Aye.
they're the worst. You can then eat down your milkshake.
Glad it's
I'm
not.
So can you give us a wee preview into what your night will be?
Right, so we've got Calvin on, right?
Right, I don't have the budget to stretch that for, but I'll try for you.
If you could try for Calvin, that'd be good. I want him to play bits and pieces
Yeah.
when my coffin's going down.
That'd be
That's a big
incredible.
ass.
All right, will that be okay? You might be busy.
Right, I'll note that down.
I don't know what
Calvin.
these are like.
Right, so Calvin.
Right, who else is going to be on the line? Paolo, can we get Paolo on there?
Yeah.
Paolo.
Yeah.
Gorgeous, he'd be brilliant,
It's a
man.
bit of a mix now. It's a mixed bag because you're getting power.
I don't want any new stuff though. I don't want any new stuff. Like only first two albums, and Iron Sky.
Oh,
Right,
amazing.
okay.
Iron Sky's the best
What a
one, isn't
song,
it?
man.
So is this now not the Hydro show? This is just the funeral.
No, this is the funeral's going to be at Glasgow Green.
You do realise if this happens, your podcast is going to explode. If this happens
dies.
today,
I
yeah.
don't think I'm going to die.
You're not.
To be honest.
Right. So and then I'm going to warm up.
Aye, Leon Jackson.
Oh, he was.
Just because he needs a
that-
gig. Help the boy out.
David Snedden.
David Snedden would be good as well.
Michelle McManus.
Michelle
She did
McMahon.
quite a bit now,
done
hasn't
All
she?
this time.
Anybody else?
Who else could be?
The McDonald brothers.
Remember
Yeah.
when the
Aye, could we get them one? I mean,
That would be incredible.
What about the guy that I Hate Iceland with him?
Theresa May guy.
Theresa May.
Is Theresa May coming in?
Basically, all the
here we
big
go.
Scot. Oh,
What song would you play at his funeral?
Aye, what would you say?
What would I play for George at his funeral? What song does he like? Play that new one that you like,
the new
the
one?
guys. My middle finger.
Oh, they're brilliant.
Who again?
What are they called? I've seen them on YouTube.
Just
They're brilliant.
remixed it. It's they're called the.
Oh, I've seen them.
Sleeping Giants.
Sleeping
Sleeping
Giants.
Giants.
It's a brilliant song.
Is it?
Aye.
I've just done me and Sparkos just remixed it last night.
Who's your Sparkos guy?
He's the guy that I have this recording studio with. Me, him, and my wife have a recording studio.
And have you been with him for years?
Aye, we've done it for a while.
Yeah.
Is he a genius?
He's good, man. He's
Is he?
aye.
Right, guys, round 4.
This
Here
is
we
it.
go.
He's been
This is it.
excellent. This is the last one. Only 3 questions on this round.
No bother.
All right, take it away,
Simon,
Paul.
my phone is froze yet again.
You ready for this? Then? You ready? This is general knowledge. You should know this.
I'm not going to be good with this.
Acorns are the fruit of which tree?
It's not fruit, is it?
That is. That is a fruit.
Oh, mate, I can't believe I've let you ask first. I'll the second one. I don't know how to say that. I always say the right
It's
word.
right, I
Oh,
know.
so it's
I know
good
it's not the obvious one.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Remember, you still got your phone a friend.
Oh, you still get your
If
phone.
you need it, do you want to use it now?
Phone Dick Campbell, he'll know.
I don't think I've got his number. Do you have Dick number?
How would I have Dick Campbell's
Do you have Dick's number? I don't know if I've got
does.
it.
No, I've not got his.
Thing is,
number.
see when I meet
Dude,
people
I've got
that
his
do this, I
Snapchat.
feel
I've
like
got
I
him on
saved them.
Snapchat.
It's like,
I've only got his Snapchat.
Does Dick Snapchat?
Snapchat's all me.
Snapchat a lot,
He actually gets his acorns
what
on
about What
Snapchat.
about we go for Archie? But he's a wee bit, he's older now.
Aye.
Archie Knox.
We met him in the
Ah,
two weeks
brilliant.
ago. What a guy,
Aye,
actually. He was
man.
a coach when we were younger.
What phone Archie?
If you want it, huh?
About the, I think, have I got it right?
What about the one for Gogglebox? Why don't you phone her?
Oh,
Is that
Roisin.
right?
Hold on.
Fuck, man, he's unbelievable.
Let's phone Rose. Right, I'm
You've
phoning
probably been the
Roisin.
most knowledgeable guy we've had on here, by the way.
See?
And
Oh, no,
that
wait.
doesn't say a
Do
lot
you know what
about
this is?
morons that have been on.
Aye.
But
Millennial on
Football,
do not,
yeah.
said she's on do not disturb. I'll phone her back and it'll ring watch. I bet it does. No, it's not. She's
Pass it! Love
Phone
them
is
people get
off.
pass. Love them people
Oh,
get
wait, let
pass.
me try WhatsApp. Ring her. Hold on.
No, that's it. What's your answer?
I don't. It's not oak because I know it's not oak. I don't think. It's. Oh, I know what it is.
Right, good, you've got it. Oak tree is the answer!
Oh! I thought it was a trick question. I thought this was the 5k minute. Bloody hell. Right, okay. Ah.
Do you ever play with acorns when you were wee?
Aye. Brilliant. I don't know, what do we used to, conkers we used to collect?
Conkers. We had a guy
Brilliant.
down the street first that used to have a conker tree, mate. He used
Aye,
to
we used
terrorise.
to...
Did he let you go into
No, he
it? Did he let
fucking
you
hated
into
this
it?
boy, mate. I did jump his fence. He'd go off his nut. How's that? How are they, Cassie? All right? First bite?
It's okay just now. It's okay. It's
Sure.
okay, yeah.
I think you're doing it the right way and using your fingers. I'm serious, I do.
Aye, but then it'll go into your nails and you'll be.
It's already stained my nails.
Aye, but you'll be
And I love
dragging it
the
all
wee
day.
bit
If it goes
just
in the
for later
crack
on the
of
radio,
your nail.
just keep him.
Yeah, I know.
I like you're not caring until it's brilliant. Embrace it, innit?
George, can you give me a napkin, please? There's someone past me.
Are they all right?
That actually, I'm surprised in myself.
Yeah, have that as well.
Are you done well?
Yeah.
The St. Phoenix boys really struggled with him.
Aye, Al looked like he was.
what about him?
He looked broken.
I think but I think he always looks like that. I think that's just his
He's
look.
a
Rock and roll lifestyle.
He was a
Just
world
back
of
from
pain,
Germany.
Question 2, take it away, Postland!
Okay, question 2. In which country...
Oh no, they're really hitting me now.
Yes!
Hey.
Oh!
In which country did the croissant originate?
Did the what?
In which country did the croissant originate?
Croissant.
Croissant.
The croissant. That's brilliant, isn't it?
Not bad.
How did you pronounce that?
Croissant.
No.
So I've got 1 or 2
That's
now. I
really
don't
bad.
know if it's.
That is bad, isn't it? Oh, it's coming. You're going to start. Are you sweating yet? What is it? Just your mouth hot?
Under my tongue.
I'm thinking of
it's
one, but I'm
brutal.
thinking it might be too easy.
Look,
Oh no.
you've been defeated. You alright? Jake, you can do another.
Sure.
I just need loads of water.
Just use all the
No,
water.
this is really bad.
You need to go for a piss soon, so can we hurry up because you will be bursting.
There's no toilets in here, is there?
Nah, no toilets now.
But I'm going to go with
Just
that.
got a bucket. France, what are you going,
I'm
Cassie?
surprised. Did I say you?
I'm surprised it's for here. I think you're the same country your uncle's from.
Oh, guys, it's not going to
I'll
be.
give you a clue, his uncle's from the same country.
Right, so it's not that.
Oh, it could be that.
Oh, it could be that.
He's got an uncle.
I was
that
going to
lives
go France or Belgium. I don't know, but I think.
there. Yeah, can you just guess, please? Because
I'm really
we
struggling.
need to
here.
wrap this up. It's
I know, but I'm really.
got to fit the kids
My
up.
parking ran out about half
I
an hour
know.
ago, by the way.
Blame Cassie.
Ringo.
She's enjoying this too much.
I can't even think straight.
Reveal your answers, please.
Right, I went French.
The
Italy.
answer is
Austria.
Was it Austria? Oh, wow.
How is your uncle? They're on it.
He's still
Enjoying
there.
it?
Aye, he's still there. Good.
I cannot eat another one of those.
Well, that's the thing.
I'm really dying,
So
guys.
a lot of people say this,
Tap out.
and see if you do tap out, you get a reputation as being a quitter.
I know what you mean.
Do you want to quit or do you want to go to the end? It's up to you. There's only been one guy that's not completed. Do you want to join that list?
Who was it?
Grado. Everyone else is completed. It's up to you whether you want to go on the list with Grado.
I cannot have another. I'm dying.
What about just a bite of one?
I can't.
Done. Romeo, done. George, disappointing.
That'll help.
No.
Can I have that?
I would just eat
you're out,
I would
you're
just
out,
eat the
aye.
napkin. You're out. Wave that. Wave the white flag. Okay. Second one to be defeated.
George, I'll hit you in a minute, and I'm telling you right now.
Right, George, are you going to complete it, mate? One of your
Please zoom in
questions.
on this. Look at his
for it.
eyes. Oh my god.
Hot, mate.
Let's go for it.
Is it hot, Tom?
Huh?
I can't.
Woo! What part of your... Is it your mouth, tongue?
Tongue.
What? Tongue,
I can't. Go to give me a tissue, please.
There'll be no kissing tonight.
Are you still on it? You and the missus still kissed, yes?
Oh, I wish I could see.
Right, last question, mate. We'll get it done for
Last
for you.
one. Come on.
Which major worldwide company was originally called Backrub?
Guys, that's burning my lips now.
Is it bad? Your lips are looking great now.
They're big.
They're big,
That saved me a lot of money.
Exactly.
Oh,
Come on, George. Big company called Backrub.
Called back rub.
No Tinder.
Okay.
Dick Campbell started it, wasn't it?
Oh. Oh my.
George Bowie's only been called it the king
Go on, Georgie boy.
It's up to you whether you want to eat one last wing for the
I think I'm
Was that the right answer?
Yeah, but you can eat a wing if you
I've
want.
got to take a drink first.
No, he doesn't need it, does he?
I know, but just to
funny.
see what happens. Gee, just genuinely,
I'm
were they the
dying.
hottest, the last wings, were they the hottest
I
thing you ever
honestly
had?
think I've peed a wee bit.
Oh.
I peed a wee bit when I come in.
Just for the fun of it.
Oh, fuck.
Honestly, I think I've definitely peed slightly.
Were they the hottest things you've ever eaten?
Yeah.
Guys, Jason, we always ask us, who are you passing the baton on to come and face this challenge next?
Who would you like to see
Who
on?
would you like to see? Anybody?
Yes.
Oh.
I would like to see Gary Spence and Stephen Mill.
They would be good. Yeah, Gary Spence, Stephen
Or
Mill.
Ewan and Kat.
Or, yeah, you and Cameron.
Ewan and Kat would be
Yeah.
good.
Get Ewan and Kat in.
I can ask Ewan about your dad.
Yeah. Yeah.
What would it be?
We need to reunite that.
Aye,
beef.
get that going again.
Cassie and George
Ah,
Bowie.
you've been outstanding,
Sorry,
guys.
Thank God.
I can't focus anymore.
Thanks
was
so
really
much,
bad.
guys.